Time now for Better Money with Joel Johnson. Today we are talking about what happens if you find yourself being forced into retirement. Joel is a certified financial planner and managing partner at Johnson-Brunetti. Thanks so much for being with us.
It's good to be back, Kara.
So this has been happening more and more, where people are thinking they get to go stay at their job until retirement time, but maybe the company has a different idea.
Right. The corporate world has just changed so drastically, between companies sometimes moving out of state to just shutting down to buyouts and so on. So people really need to be prepared if they're forced to retire earlier than they thought they were going to.
So there are actual steps that you need to think about. And number one, you want to assess your savings.
Right. So sit back. If this happens to you, or even if you're getting a job offer, sit back or step back and look at your savings. How much have you saved for retirement? What kind of debt situation do you have? There's all kinds of things, but the first thing to do is, what do you have saved? What do you have saved, and how much money could that create on a monthly income basis if you can't find another job, or if you take that retirement offer?
Can you access your 401k earlier because they forced you out of a job, or no?
You can, but you want to try not to.
Okay.
You want to really leave that 401k alone as long as possible. If you leave a company, you can always take the money out of your 401k, but there are penalties for early withdrawal. You're going to have to pay taxes on the money.
Okay. Even if they forced you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really, we try to, as you know, we try to really discourage accessing that 401k.
Absolutely. Number two, consider Social Security.
Yeah, so look at, let's say you're 63 years old, you might want to consider taking Social Security earlier than planned. If it's between raiding your savings and triggering Social Security early, I kind of fall on the side of, let's take Social Security earlier and leave the savings alone. But you really want to assess, how does Social Security fit into your overall situation if you can't get another job?
Maybe you want to find another job.
Maybe you want to find another job, which is a possibility. Sometimes people think, I want to, get that other job, but maybe it's in a different field, which is fine. But the first two steps, assessing your Social Security and making sure you have enough money saved, will give you the ability to decide if you actually need another job or not.
And rethinking your budget.
Right, which is no fun. I hate the word budget personally, which sounds kind of funny coming from a financial planner. Nobody likes to be told they can't spend money, but you really got to relook at your budget, because if you get behind on this, if you're forced to retire early, or you have that decision, if you don't reassess your budget, it could really cause problems 5 to 7, 10 years down the road.
Okay, so there's some things to consider, and many more points that we can address with this offer, because you have a whole book called Forced to Retire. It's the Forced to Retire book, and it's free to all of our viewers. All you have to do is go to better-money-tv.com and you can have Joel's offer.
And it's the 7 things that people need to know and decisions they need to make when they're confronted with this situation.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Joel.
Thanks, Kara.
That's Better Money.